Welcome back to another video session related to database management system, that is joins in relational algebra. In the previous we are already discussed about what is relational algebra, what are the basic operations in relational algebra. So in relational algebra, operations are classified into three groups. One is unary operations, next one is relational algebra operations based on the set theory, and binary operations. Unary operations are select, projection and rename. So based upon the set theory, we have union, intersection, Cartesian product and set difference, and binary operations are division and joins. Okay, now we have to discuss about the joins concept. So what is the join? So join is nothing but to combine two relations, based on the common column. So based upon the common column, we have to combine two relations. We called it as the join. The common attribute must and should follows the compatibility. What is the meaning of compatibility? Means both relation common attribute must have the same characteristics. So data type, okay, also same of two relations. Okay, must and should, it follows the compatibility characteristics. Okay, next, joins operations are classified into two types here. Okay, join operations are classified into two types here. So one is inner join and next one is outer join. Inner join and outer join. Inner join forms are theta join, equi join and natural join. So theta join, equi join and natural joins are the inner joins. And outer joins are left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. So the join operations are classified into two types. One is inner joins and outer join. Inner joins are theta join, equi join and natural join, and outer joins are left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. Okay, so what is inner join? In the inner join, only those tuples that satisfies the matching certain condition. Okay, so it based upon the condition, it must be satisfied, and including the criteria, while the rest are excluded. Okay, so once again I tell you the definition of inner join. What is inner join? Inner join is an join only those tuples that satisfies the matching criteria are included, while the rest are excluded. Only the matching characters are included. The rest one is we have to eliminate. Okay, that means the inner join must and should follows the criteria. What is the meaning of criteria? Condition. It is completely based upon the condition. So the inner joins are three types. One is the theta join, equi join and natural join. So let us discuss each and every one. Okay, so what is theta join? So what is theta join? The general case of join operation is called theta join. Okay, so what is theta join? The general case of join is called theta join. So it is denoted by the symbol theta. Okay, it is denoted by the symbol theta. In joins it is expressed. So this is the join symbol. We have to write theta. Okay, so here theta contains some comparisons like equal to, okay, equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. All these conditions are used in the theta. Okay, so comparison conditions, all these are the comparison conditions. Let us take an example. Okay, so for example, I have two relations here. One is the mobile and next one is the laptop. Okay, so I am taking two relations here. One is the mobile. Okay, mobile. I have two columns here. One is the name of the mobile and price. Name of the mobile and price. Okay, so I am taking the mobile names Nokia, Samsung, okay, and iPhone. So the cost, for example, the price 10k, 20k and 50k. Okay, and I am taking one more relation, that is laptop. So name of the laptop and price. Okay, or model or price, whatever it is. Okay, so laptop Dell, Acer and Apple. Okay, so 10k, 20k and 30k, whatever it is. Okay, so here I'm writing a query here. So what is the query? Purchase both mobile and laptop. The price should be the mobile price should be less than laptop. Okay, the price should be less than laptop. Okay, so I am writing here. So what is the query here? Purchase both mobile and laptop. Mobile price should less than laptop price. So this is my query. So in joins, how can we join these two relations? Okay, so by using join operation, this is the join symbol. Okay, so this is the join symbol. We have to write the condition here. So what is the joins? So what are the relations here? One is the mobile and another one is the laptop. Okay, so we have to write the condition here. So what is the condition? Mobile dot price, that means mobile price less than laptop price. Okay, so mobile price less than laptop price. So this is the theta join. So we have to use theta here, the condition is mobile price always less than the laptop price. Okay, so this is the theta join. Here we are using less than condition or greater than condition. Okay, greater than or equal to condition, less than or equal to condition. We have to call the theta join. Okay, next one, equijoin. So from this example, what is equijoin? Okay, so when a theta join uses only equivalence condition, that is equal to condition, okay, it becomes the equijoin. In the place of less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, it uses only equal to operation. For example, the mobile price and laptop price are same here. The mobile price and laptop prices are same. Then we use equal to sign here. Equal to sign. It is called equijoin. It is called the equijoin. So whenever, what is equijoin means? So when a theta join uses only the equivalence condition, equal to condition, we called it as equijoin. We called it as equijoin. Okay, so theta join and equijoin. Next one, natural join. Natural join. So what is the meaning of natural join? Natural join can only be performed if is a common attribute. Okay, natural join is performed based upon the common attribute, that means common column between the relations. The name and type should be same. Okay, the name and the type should be same, that is it must and should be follows the compatibility nature. Okay, so between the relations we must and should have the compatibility nature. Okay, so for example, I am using the relation, so so what is the meaning of compatibility? So compatibility is nothing but if the characteristics of both the relations are same. Okay, so one common column has the same characteristics. Okay, that is called compatibility nature. I am taking two relations, one is the employee and next one is the department. Okay, so it has two relations, one is employee. So the employee attributes are employee ID, designation. Okay, the employee ID, designation and department number. So department number. Okay, so employee ID C101, sorry, C100, C101, C102. I am using designation, so lecturer, okay, assistant professor and professor. So E1, E2 and C1. Okay, C1, and I am taking another department, that is department table, so DEPT. So this is the table. So the table has two columns, one is department name and DEPT number. So the common column is here, DEPT number is the common column. Now we have to perform the natural join. Okay, so the department numbers, so computer science department and maths department. So the departments are E1 and C1. Okay, department names are E1 and C1. Okay, how can we perform the join operation here? Okay, so join operations can be performed. So this is the symbol for join. on the relations employee and department. Employee and department. So what is the output of these two relations? What is the output? So the output is only the matched columns of the two tables are displayed. So employee ID, designation and DEPT number and DEPT name, department name. So employee ID C1001, E1 here, E1. So both are matched. Then it displays the total row. Okay, 100 lecturer, department number E1 and computer science is the department name. Okay, another one. So E2, here there is no E2 on the another relation, so this is not matching row. Okay, next C102. Okay, so the department code is C1, so here C1 is matched, so that row is displayed. So professor C1, okay, the department name is Max. Okay, so this is the natural join. So two relationships are combined, okay, based upon the common attribute or common column between the relations. So the name and the type of the attribute must be same. Okay, name must be same and their characteristics also the same, that is the data type is also the same. Okay, so this is one relation and this is another relation. We have to apply the natural join on two relations. We get the common attributes. Okay, so matching common attributes can be displayed as a output. Okay, so this is information about the inner joins. Okay, so there are three types of inner joins. One is theta join, next one equi join, and next one natural join. Now we have to discuss about the outer joins. Okay, outer joins. So what is outer join? Okay, in an outer join the tuples satisfies the matching criteria. The tuples satisfies the matching criteria. We also include some of or all the tuples that have the matching criteria. Okay, so inner joins satisfies only the matched criteria, but whereas outer join must satisfies both matched criteria and unmatched criteria also. The unmatched criteria column must and should filled with the null values. Okay, null values. So there are three types of outer joins. One is the left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Okay, there are three types of joins: left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. So what is left outer join? Okay, so what is the left outer join? I am taking two relations here. Okay, so class and class info. Okay, class and class info. One is the roll number and address. Okay, so one is the roll number and address. Okay, so that is ID. Okay, next one is ID address. Okay, I am taking two columns here. One relation is class and another relation is class info. Okay, so the IDs are, so the names are, sorry, here I am taking names. So for example, Abhi, Ram, Shman, Kamal and Raj. Okay. So I am taking two relations here. So one is the class and the next one is the class info. Now I have to apply the left outer join. So what is left outer join? So the left outer join returns the result table with matched data. Result with the matched data of two tables. Then the remaining rows of the left table and the null for the right table. The remaining are the left and remaining are the nulls we have to apply. Okay, so what is the left outer join we have to apply for these two relations? So the left outer join indicates the symbol. This is the symbol for left outer join. So left outer join, so on class and class info, left outer join. So what is the output of these two relations? Okay, so based upon the two relations, so one is ID, okay, name, ID and address. Only matched column, matched one. So on the left, this is the left table and this is the right table. So matched ones. So the complete table of the left table exists. Okay, so Abhi, Ram, Kamal, Razu. Okay, so IDs 1, 2, 3. So these are matched ones. So these two are not matched. So filled with null values. Filled with the right one have to fill it with null values. Okay. So null. So Kamal. Filled with nulls. The right we have to fill it with nulls. So this is the left outer join. Okay. So in the right hand side the unmatched columns filled with the null values. Okay. Next, what is right outer join? Okay. So for this example, so take class and class info. I have to apply right outer join. So what is the symbol of right outer join? So this is the symbol for right outer join. Okay, this is the symbol for right outer join. So when I am applying the right outer join, the right table must appear compared with the left table. So what is the output? What is the output of these two tables? Okay, so class join with the class info. Okay, so ID, name, ID, address. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So the right table must appear. Okay, so as usual 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 appears. Okay. And the right one and the left one, the matched columns are 1, 1, so matching, so it displays. 2, 2, it displays. 3, 3, it displays. Okay, so 7, there is no 7 in the left hand side. Okay, so fill it with null value, fill it with null. So in the same way it is filled with null values. So this is a right outer join. Okay, so when compared to the right table appears, it compared to the left table, if there is no unmatched rows, okay, it filled with null values. Okay, next one, full outer join. Full outer join. So what is full outer join? So from this example, class and class info, I am applying full outer join. So class, so this is the symbol for join. This is the full outer join on class info. On class info. Okay. So what is the definition under class info? We have to apply the full outer join. Okay. ID, name, ID and address. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Abhi, 1, Kamal. These are the matched one. 2, Ram, 2, Ram. 3, so this is the matched one. 3, this is the matched one. So 4, here there is no 4 here. Okay, we have to apply null. Okay, null. So null, Kamal, 7, Raja. Okay, and 5, there is null values. Null, Raju. Okay, 8 and Suresh. Okay, so and we have to, this is the outer join. Okay, so the non-matching rows also displays on the result. Okay, this is the outer join. Okay, I hope you are understanding this concept. Okay, thank you. Start. Okay, so the next topic is relational calculus. So what is relational calculus? In the previous topic we are already discussed about the relational algebra. Okay, so what are the operations involved in the relational algebra are discussed in the previous session. So now we have to discuss about what is relational calculus. So relational calculus is an example of non-procedural language. It is a non-procedural language. Non-procedural language allows the user to specify what data is required rather than how to get the data. So the main important here is what to get the data. Okay, so relational calculus combines select and project command. Select and project command into one single command for listing the required attributes. While doing this, the where clause will specify selection criteria. Here we are using the where clause in the relational calculus. Okay, so in relational calculus, a single retrieval command can join several relations. Okay, it join the several relations by using the relational calculus, but in relational algebra, join operation is binary. Okay, so a query in relational calculus consists of variables and predicates. It is very important one. In relational calculus consists of variables and predicate. So predicate are the formula. Predicate are the formula applied on variables which evaluate either true or false. If the predicate is true, then the query is executed. If the predicate is false, the query is not executed. A query can be represented by, so a queries can be represented by using, so a p of a. Okay, so here a is the variables and p of a is the predicate on the variables. A query of the values are the range can be applied on the a. Okay, here a is the variable and p of a is the predicate on the variable a. Okay, so what is the example of relational algebra? So relational algebra example is SQL. Okay, SQL. SQL is the example of the predicate relational calculus. Okay, so in order to form a compound predicate, we can use logical operators. Okay, so what are the logical operators we are used for compound statements? AND operator, OR operator and NOT operator are used in the relational calculus. Okay, so there are two types of relational calculus. One is the TRC and DRC. What is TRC? Tuple relational calculus, domain relational calculus. Okay, what is TRC? Tuple relational calculus. DRC means domain relational calculus. What is TRC? It mainly deals with tuple variables. It mainly deals with the tuple variables for which the predicate is evaluated. So it is completely depend on the tuples, that is records. A tuple variable is a variable which takes tuple as it values. That means the record can take the value. Okay, a TRC query can be represented as, what is the general form of TRC? Okay, what is the general form of TRC is T, P of T. Okay, what is T? Tuples. Okay, P of T is predicate on the T. Okay, so T is the tuples and P of T is the predicate on the tuples. So P of T is predicate that gives a solution set of T. So what is an example? Okay, for example, find all the employee where salary is greater than 2500. Okay, for example, find all the employees whose salary greater than 2500. Okay, 2500. So how can we write this query? So here n, okay, n dot salary greater than 2500. Here n is the number of tuples, where n is the number of tuples which is created for each and every tuple in the relation and satisfies the condition. What is the condition here? N dot salary is greater than 2500 is applied to each tuple, on each tuple. So all the tuples which are evaluated to true are displayed. So those rows are satisfied this condition, that rows are only displayed on the screen. Okay, it is non-procedural language. Okay, so TRC is the non-procedural language. The expression of the tuple calculus consists of tuple variables, conditions and well-formed formula. A well-formed formula contains all the variables which have some conditions. Okay, a well-formed using conditions, Boolean operators and or not and quantifiers. Okay, so we are using some qualifiers for all and their existence. Okay, for all symbol and their exist also used in the tuple relational calculus. Okay, so the example of tuple relational calculus is SQL. SQL is the tuple relational calculus example. Okay, so let us discuss with an example and one more example. Let us discuss with one more example. Find all the train details. Find all the train details for the train where starting place is Chennai. Okay. So find all the trains. We have to find all the trains. The starting place is Chennai. Okay. So how can we write this? Okay. For example, the tuples are T. We have to use tuples. Okay, here T is the tuple on train. So we have to find the details of train details. We have to find the details of train details. Okay, so where starting position, where start place, what is the place? The start place is equal to Chennai. Starting place is equal to Chennai. So this is the another example of tuple relational calculus. Okay, so what is the question of what is the query of this statement? So set all tuples T that being to the relation train details and also the starting place is Chennai is found in the query. Okay, is the starting place is Chennai, you have to find all the details of the train. Okay, and next one is what are the limitations? What are the limitations of TRC? In TRC, we cannot use aggregation, okay, grouping and ordering. Okay, so we cannot use, okay, what is, we cannot use aggregation. Okay, aggregations are not used in TRC, and grouping. So group by clause and having clauses are not using in TRC, and ordering. So that means you are not displaying any order, either ascending order or descending order. So ordering is not used in the TRC. Okay. Next, what is DRC? Domain relational calculus. In TRC, it is completely dependent on the tuples. It is completely dependent on the tuples. Whereas in DRC, it is completely dependent on the domain relations. So domains. It is completely dependent on the domains. So what is the DRC? DRC mainly deal with the domain variables for which the predicate is evaluated. It is completely dependent on the domains. A domain variable is a variable which takes domain as it values. Okay. So what is the general form of domain relational calculus? So D, where D is the domains and P of D is the predicate on the domain. Okay, predicate on the domain. So for example, find all the employees whose salary is greater than 2500. So find all the employees whose salary is greater than 2500. How can we write this? Okay, so for example, so these are the tuple variables, domain variables. Okay, these are the domain variables. These are the domain variables. So the salary is greater than, okay, the employee salary is greater than 2500. So EMP dot salary greater than 2500. Employee salary is greater than 2500, where I is the employee ID, N is the employee name, A is the employee address, employee salary, and employee department. So department number. So all these are the domains. All these are the domains. So in the DRC, so a well formed is formed using conditions, and Boolean operations are used. Boolean operators are also used in the DRC. So what are the Boolean operators? And, are, not are used in the DRC. Okay. So and also qualifiers we are using for all, and there exist also used in the DRC. Okay. So the best example of domain relational calculus is QEB, query by example. query by example is one of the domain relational calculus. Okay, so it is a graphical query language. It is a QBE is the graphical query language which is used to display the tuples and domains. Okay, I hope you are understanding this concept. Thank you.